It's time for Tech Time with Timmy.
Hello, welcome to Tech Time with Timmy. This episode is the 100th episode of Tech Time with Timmy. So that's really cool. And in this episode, Timmy's going to be talking about how to connect IFTTT to Google Home. So if you have a Google Home, you may want to connect IFTTT to it because means you can control so many different services and devices and everything, all by using your voice to control it, telling it to Google Home, which is really cool. So in this episode, Timmy's going to show you how to do that. So first of all, just go to IFTTT.com and then sign in with your IFTTT account, or you can create one, and then you click on My Applets. And so if you don't have any applets, it says you don't have any applets, so you can just click New Applet. And so then it says if this then that, so you need to click on this first. And there's a whole list of services here, and so you want to connect it to Google Home, which is the Google Assistant, so you can just type Google Assistant. And then you'll see the Google Assistant appears here, so you just click on that. And it says it can be on the Google Assistant can be on a Pixel or Google Home device, and so you just click Connect. And it brings up a little pop-up window, and you need to sign in with the Google account that you use to set up your Google Home. And it says it needs permission, so you just click Allow. So you can set it up so that if you say something like, "Okay Google, I'm running late," and it'll text a family member or something. So that's say a simple phrase, or you can say a simple phrase with a number. So set Nest thermostat to 68, and you can have say a phrase with a text ingredient. So something like post a tweet saying, and then the text ingredient would be new high score and stuff like that. You can also have say a phrase with both text and number ingredient. So there are many different things you can do. So you might want to choose say a phrase with a text ingredient. And so what you need to do is first you put in what do you want to say. So maybe you wanted to say something like add clean the car to my to-do list in Evernote. You would type add, and then this is where you'd put the text ingredients. So it might be clean the car or something. So you need to put a $sign there, and then so it would be add clean the car, and then so you'd put in to my, it would say add $sign to my to-do list on Evernote, and that way what you say between the add and the to is the text ingredient. And so you can enter another way of saying it or another way of saying it, so it might be like put text ingredient onto my to-do list in Evernote and just stuff like that, but you don't have to do that. And then you need to put in what you would like the Google Home to say in response. For example, you might want Google Home to say something like, "Okay, I'll add $sign to your to-do list." That way it would say, "Okay, I'll add clean the car to your to-do list." And then so it's got if the Google Assistant, then that. So now, since you're setting it up for Evernote, you might want to connect it to Evernote. So you just search Evernote, and then it pops up here, so you can just click on Evernote. And then you just click Connect. So it just brings up a little pop-up window, and you have to put in your email address and password that you use to log into Evernote, and then just click Sign In. And then you have to select how long you'd like it to be authorized for. So a year, 30 days, a week, a day. So Timmy's just going to click a year. And so now you can choose what you want it to do on Evernote. So you might want to create a note, append a note, append a to-do note, create a link note, and a whole lot of stuff like that. So Timmy's going to click this one. And so you need to enter what you want the note to be labeled. So obviously you wouldn't want it to be Google Assistant commands. So you might want to make it something like, and then so whenever you keep saying this, it will add it to the same to-do list. And then the to-do, so what it adds. So the text field, which is what you said where the dollar sign was before to Google Home. So you can leave that there. You can add some more in as well, but just probably leave the text field. And you can choose which notebook you'd like it to be, or you can just leave it blank if you want it to be the default one. And you can have tags, or you can just delete the tags, and then just click Create Action. And so now it's ready. So it's, if you say add dollar sign to my list on Evernote, then it will amend it to be on Evernote. So that's really cool. And you just need to make sure you turn off the notifications, because the notifications can be a bit annoying, and click Finish. And so now it's done, and so there's just so many different more things you can do with Google Home if you connect it to IFTTT, and it's really cool. So that'll be the end of this episode of Tech Time with Timmy. Thank you for watching the 100th episode of Tech Time with Timmy.
Bye.